You guys are used to checking out super expensive properties on my channel. But what if I told you this comic book is worth more than a luxury villa in Dubai? Superman right over here in a comic book can be worth more than $5 million. Guys, this is a comic book. We have heard that the collection behind this door is worth $33 million.
Maybe more, but it's in short for that much.
Wow, guys, we're going to check out a collection owned by Dr. Rashid. Which is worth $33 million. Dr. Rashid, come on, we're excited. We want to go inside.
Let's open this, right?
Whoa. Guys, before we get in, let's look at the thickness of this door. This is super heavy, guys. I mean, of course, $33 million can't be just left lying around, right?
It's Dubai, bro. It's the safest city in the world.
That is true. That is true. But wow, what is this?
Sorry, guys, a little bit messy, but it's part of my private collection.
Is that Thor's hammer?
Yeah, bro. You have to be worthy to pick it up. It's signed by him.
No way.
So it protects the most important book in the collection.
Is this?
Well, you know, this is one of the books that we have. Yeah, it is.
The 5 million.
Well, look, a copy of Superman, one, better copy than this, sold for about $5.3 million.
$5.3 million, guys, for a comic book. So for those of you that, you know, probably thought this was never possible, it is.
It started off, as you can see, it's only 10 cents.
Okay.
It came out in 1939. It's older than my...
1939.
Yeah, it's older than my great-grandfather, and yours, I think, as well.
Wow, I'm sure. I'm sure. So why is this book worth that much? Are there no more books that go back to 1939?
No, there is, but this is very limited quantities available now.
All right.
A lot of these got, burned, thrown away.
Obviously.
These were sent to meshes when, before World War II and stuff like that was happening in America, right?
Yeah.
So they would send these things off to the army for them to read. So the stuff that came back, they brought them back, but the quantity was very limited, right, at that time. So this is why it's so important. So you have Holy Grails, right?
Yes.
So you have an Action Comics 1, Detective Comics 27, first appearance of Batman. Action Comics 1, first appearance of Superman. This is one of the Holy Grails, Superman #1. We have there, I'll show you.
#1.
Yeah, we'll show you. We have the first appearance of Spider-Man, first appearance of X-Men, first Hulk signed by Stan Lee. So all these things makes a difference, right? But we have majority, out of the 10 Holy Grails, I think I have 5.
Wow.
And I'm still collecting. And just for information, I have 3 copies of this.
3 copies of this?
Yeah. This is the worst one.
Wow. And guys, I mean, of course, Dr. Rashid has to come in true comic junkie style with his Batman pack. By the way, Dr. Rashid, of course, him and his family own one of the biggest
don't talk about it.
companies in the world. I mean, obviously having a $33 million collection of comic books and this, but you're
more passion.
After speaking to Dr. Rashid, you feel the passion, in his conversation when he talks about comics and when he talks about his collection. I've just been sort of taking it all in. But before we get started,
Yes.
this.
Yes. So this is when we brought Chris Hemsworth for PopCon in
Okay.
2022.
Yes,
So
I
he-
saw that though.
So he signed this for me.
Wow.
And obviously you have to be worthy, so I've put it above this. So that protects it, right? Not anybody can pick it up. That's what it is.
I'm not going to try to touch. I feel like everything over here is so expensive. You might as well just knock something down that costs $5 million. I mean, that's worth more than most people's houses. But show us some of your other collectible items.
So this is a Funko Pop. This is a Superman Funko Pop.
All right.
Only 144 in the world.
Wow.
It says there.
Yeah.
It's a limited edition. And this is one of one because it's the only one signed by the actor of Superman, as you can see, and coated. Up and away. Yeah. So it's signed by Brandon Routh. My favorite Superman after Christopher Reeves, obviously. So that was when I brought him down. So I made him sign this for me.
Wow. What else do you have? I heard you have the craziest Batman.
I will show you. But before that, this is signed by Michelle Pfeiffer.
Wow.
Who played Catwoman.
Yes.
This is signed by Joker himself. I got this signature personally. It's one of the only ones in the world. And obviously he died.
Of course, he passed away, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So that's why it has a certificate of
because I took
authenticity.
a signature in Germany. So that's why we got the things. People there, they did it for me.
Wow.
And that is signed by Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, and Stan Lee. So someone offered about 10 years ago $10,000 for this. I didn't sell it. Now, obviously, I don't know what's worth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, there's so many things over here that are probably worth.
So this is a private collection that I have.
Okay.
So this is every Batman.
Yes.
You've grown up watching Batman. Right?
He's my favorite.
So who's your favorite?
He's my favorite character.
So who's your favorite Batman? Which years? I mean,
you said the least favorite one was George Clooney.
Yeah, but guys, come on, everybody doesn't like him, right? He's an amazing actor, but as Batman, no one.
Batman and Joker.
Right.
Dark Knight was my favorite movie. I think I remember walking out of Dark Knight and going like, "This is the best movie I've ever watched in my life."
It is. It's one of the best in the world.
It was one of the best.
So this is Adam West. The pop is signed on the head, right? I bought this off an auction. That's the only one I didn't take a signature in person.
Oh wow. Okay.
Val Kilmer, God bless his soul, just passed away.
Yes.
One of my favorite Batmans. I liked him. A lot of people did not. OG. I mean, he's for everybody. Christian Bale is probably the best Batman.
Yes.
But to me, no. All right.
Really? Huh?
Ben Affleck, I love. I love Batflex as Batman. But my OG is Michael Keaton. You also do know that I have a Batmobile, right? I do. I have one of the 10 in the world.
Oh, wow.
From the Keaton.
Really?
Keaton era. 10 or 11.
We should actually do a video just to check that out.
I'll show it to you. And George Clooney, no one likes. George, I like you. It's just they don't like you as Batman.
How long did it take you to get all of those signatures?
15 years.
Wow.
So it's not for sale. A guy offered me $200,000 and said it.
Really? Huh?
Yeah, I can't. I can't, bro. I can't.
Yeah, this is. I can imagine for you, this would hold so much emotional value.
It's a lot of emotional value. So now we are the only homegrown Emirati company that does grading authentication. 15 days, working days, you can get your stuff back.
Yeah.
And we only charge 55 dirhams. Let me show you something by hit. So you have the Labubu craze at the moment, right?
Yes.
So that is graded by us.
Really? Wow. So it says over here 10, which means this is the highest grade.
So anything under 10 would be a 9.
Okay.
Or 8 or 7, blah, blah, blah. It'll be blue.
So that means that it's a little bit worn out?
That means it's not as perfect as that one.
Okay.
And worn out have obviously different things. You'll have different things to it.
So is this the rating that defines the value of such collectible items?
Look, it depends. I'll give you an example. So this is a very bad copy, right? Okay. $5.2 million. But you have a 9.8 there.
Okay.
That is for example, I'll give you an example. Hold on. So this one is signed by Michael Keaton, okay? It's from the movie signed by Michael Keaton.
Wow.
Now this is worth maybe $3,000. Okay. It's a 9.8. This is pristine condition.
Yeah.
So what really gives the thing the value is the history
of the actual comic book.
Of the comic book. Who drew it? Is it a first appearance? What is the relevance of the book? Like that is the first time Superman ever came out in a Superman comic book.
So that's the first.
Exactly. It's personal first own series because Superman came out in Action Comics 1.
Okay.
Right?
But he was just part of a bigger
he was
group.
part of Action.
Yeah.
Then when there is Superman 1, that's when that happened, right?
Okay.
For example, here, I'll show you. This is just a page from Batman 11. Only a page.
Okay.
It's worth about $3,000, $4,000.
Wow.
Just a page, right?
Is that because it was one of his first series?
Yeah, it's from 1939. It's from 1940. This is Batman number 3.
This is history, guys. This is comic book history.
This is Batman number 3. This is from 1940.
Wow.
But I'll show you what the difference is.
So Batman number 3 means the third comic book of Batman.
In his own
as his own series.
As his own series.
Yes.
This is an Amazing Fantasy 15. This is the book that started it all for him.
Really?
Yeah.
So is this the story? Okay, wait. So there's a really cool story of how Dr. Rashid got into, he became a collector.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about why you got into this, because I heard a little bit about the story, but we said, we'll cover it in the video. So tell us.
Apparently, I'll give you a scoop. Apparently, the first appearance of Spider-Man.
Okay.
Which is not the truth.
Okay.
Right. So a lot of people are going to hate on me, but this is the truth. So in the 90s, I went to London.
Okay.
And my uncle and my dad would take me to a place called Forbidden Planet in England.
Okay.
People who know comic books, right?
Yeah.
So I went there and window shopping, and I would see this book in the window.
Okay.
Wanted to buy it. So my dad would tell me, £500?
For a comic book?
For a comic book? No. So there was an older gentleman there. He would give me these cheaper comics, to £1 comic, £2 comics, for free.
Okay.
And I would go home, read it. Next day, I want to go back and buy it. Right? Now that copy probably worth $3 million.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Whoa! 3 million.
Yeah,
Whoa!
easy, right? I have 3 copies of this, by the way. But,
wow!
So I have 3 sons. So what I do is I hoard 1 copy for each son.
Wow!
But now is the real question.
Wait, just 1 second.
Yeah.
It says 0.5 over there.
So that 0.5 is very bad. Very, very bad.
Very, very bad condition.
Very bad condition.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But even at that condition, this is worth about $25,000. You get it? But now is the real question that I want to tell you. So people think that Stan Lee created Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Stan Lee didn't create Spider-Man.
Really?
It was Joe Simon who created Captain America. I'll show you.
Okay.
He actually did Spider-Man. So this is 1962, right?
Yeah.
But look at this. Not a lot of people know about it. This is done by Joe Simon. So you know Archie Comics, right?
Of course.
So they wanted to do a superhero. What is that? What date is it?
59.
Before what?
No way. And there's a...
That's Spider-Man.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Wait. Can,
Yeah.
can you remove the plastic and actually show
There
what...
you go. So he created a superhero called Fly.
Okay.
And his villain was
No
the
way.
Spider. So what Stanley did is that story about him, God bless his soul, without Stanley, we wouldn't have comic books and to what they are. But that story of him putting it in Amazing Fantasy 15 was the last issue, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of cap.
Really?
This is the guy who created Spider-Man, right?
The main concept of
Joe Simon.
Spider-Man.
Joe Simon. So so after that, Stanley took it and he took Kirby out of Joe Simon and Kirby, who are like the godfathers of any comic book in Marvel and Timely and stuff like that. And he gave it to Steve Ditko. Him and Steve Ditko came up with this suit that you see now.
With a new suit.
And then obviously, but let's call a spade, right? You know who created Microsoft? It wasn't Bill Gates, right?
Yeah, but
It was, but he's the one who promoted it.
Promoted it and
right?
made it to what
And
it
then
is today.
Steve Jobs went and did Apple, right?
Of course.
So you understand what I mean,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's not who creates it; it's who promotes it,
Who promotes it and makes it what it is today.
Yeah, that's what's important. So this is first appearance of Thor.
Wow.
Came on Journey into Mystery Journey into Mystery 83 came out in 1962.
Can we show that?
Yeah, this was created by again Stan Lee and his brother Larry Lieber. So Stan Lee's name is Larry Lieber. This is signed by Stan Lee. Wow. First Hulk also came out in 1962. This came out, as you can see, 1963. First X-Men.
Wow.
Right?
Guys, this is a part of literally comic book. This is a museum.
Yeah, we have a lot of this stuff here.
Wow.
So you have first Silver Age Flash. This is from 1956. First Punisher. First Suicide Squad. First Avengers.
First Avengers ever.
Signed by Jack Kirby on the first page. This is
Wow.
history. If you give me $2 million, I'm not going to sell this.
Really?
Yeah. It's not going anywhere.
And
I have a
how
lot of
did you
remorse.
how did you get your hands on this?
Bro, when I became older and I didn't have to use Baba's money, I started collecting myself, right? Okay. So this is signed by the creator of Captain America, Farooq.
Yeah.
You see this? This is signed by the guy who created Captain America. And you see, this is from
43.
And that's his signature, Joe Simon. The guy who I told you created the Fly, who really created
Yes.
Spider-Man.
Yes.
Right? That's that. That's obviously not for sale at any price.
1943. It says it
This,
right over
guys, is signed by the guy who created Batman.
here. Wow.
There you go. Bob Kane. This is another thing. You give me $1 million, I'm not going to sell it. It's not about the prices, right? It's about getting them again. How are you going to get it?
Yes.
You get it? That's what it is.
Wow.
So this is what the stuff in this vault is about, by the way.
Wow. Bob Kane. It says it over here in 1995 when he signed it.
Yeah.
And this comic is from 1994.
Yeah.
That's way before a lot of guys probably watching this video were born.
and Batman came out in 1930s
Okay.
and 20s at that time. So they're golden age.
Of
That's what we call golden age of comic books. So
Wow.
you have the golden age, Then you have the Silver Age, which is Spider-Man and them.
Yes.
Then you have the Bronze Age, where these guys came out. Then you have, the Copper Age, the Deadpool, Medpool, those guys came out in the 80s and stuff like that. This line here, by the way, is my Superman collection line. So from here we have my Superman collection. Wow. Obviously, you can see stuff from 1940s and all the way, as you can see.
Oh, Superman had a mustache?
Well, in this comic book, he did. But I used to love the World War covers.
Oh,
of him fighting, and stuff like that. This is him beating up a tank, and you can.
Oh,
see.
we have a Nazi sign on this one.
Now you could not do it nowadays.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah,
he's actually, beating up a German tank or tearing up a German tank.
Here as well.
Wow.
You see, this is from 1942.
Wow, this is 1943.
Yeah, this is number 44. That's Action Comics. Also Action Comics. So Superman first came out in Action Comics and then led to Superman himself.
So the whole idea of Superman and all of these comic books going to World War was probably to give hope.
Hope to the troops.
Hope.
To the troops.
Wow.
There is stuff like that. So yeah, so this is there. Then this is my Bob Layton collection, who co-created Ant-Man, created the lore of Iron Man.
When did Iron Man and Ant-Man get created?
So depends on which Ant-Man, right? Now, those were also created in the 60s. Same time, Stan Lee created those things.
Okay.
At the time of, Spider-Man, Thor, X-Men and stuff like that. Bob Layton took over later on.
Yeah.
But then he created War Machine, who is Iron Man's best friend. He created Ant-Man. See? So example here. The new Ant-Man was created. That's signed by him. It's a 9.8. This is
pristine connection,
right? It was created in 1979.
Wow.
So that is a 979. It's 2 years younger than me, but look at the condition this is in.
Wow, it's 9.8.
And it's signed by Bob, right? So it says, you see, first appearance of Scott Lang, Bob Layton, art, Bob Layton cover, and David Mitchell's story. So these are the guys who created this, co-created this.
Wow.
Right? So stuff like that, Here is the biggest manga that you can get. Whoever follows One Piece, Luffy manga, Gold, Goldie Roger manga, Ace, signed by Oda manga, the card, and the Tech Gold and Silver. These are big cards at the moment. Like for example, this one is going for about $5,000. It came out last year.
Wow.
Yeah. So
how much were they actually sold for in the beginning?
No, you can't buy them. So you have to pull them from boxes, and then you have to send it and pray to Allah or God that it comes out at 10, right? Wow. And then depending on what it comes out, the prices keep going up.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how it is,
Tell us.
Yes, tell me. What else do you want to know?
What, like you said, the definition of the price and how does something hold its value is, of course, by the condition. So you told us about the rating, about its rarity, about how rare they are. But how's the market for things like this? Is there, a buyer out there for these type of collections?
You're speaking to one.
I mean, of course. But how easy is it to sell this? Could this be considered as an investment?
It is an investment. It's the only investment in the world that doesn't go down. This is blue chip. You saw that was 10 cents. What's it worth today?
Yeah.
Right? It's to me, the family and everybody else, like most local families and to real estate and everything else, real estate is always something that even becomes 6, never dies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So you would know. Yeah. You have good experience with that. But this stuff, bro, first of all, it's very limited. Yeah. Number 2, stuff like this is not everybody can get their hands on. So for people, we have 2 kinds of people that invest, right?
Yeah.
You have someone like a good entrepreneur who wants to have something that nobody else can have.
Yeah.
And that's why pieces like these exist, right?
Yeah.
You can get that. And then you have books that I advise people. So let's say you come to me and tell me, Rashid, I have $10,000. I want to invest. And what can I do? Right? Yeah. Then I'll tell you, that brings up a very old story. So I had a book, which I was sending to get graded by Zack Snyder.
Okay.
And Darkseid, who played by Ray Porter, very close friend of ours. And I had about 10 of them.
Okay.
Actually, 15 of them. So I told my friends, I'm like, listen, guys, buy this for 2,000 dirhams, right? If it goes and comes back a 9.8, it'll be worth $10,000. on the spot, less than about 3 months.
Wow, that's like 5x return.
Out of 15 people, 3 bought.
Okay.
Out of the 15 books, 10 came back at 9.8.
Wow.
So they quadrupled their money, right? And the other guys are like, "Oh, can I buy it?" I'm like, "No, bro, now you can't buy it at 2,000 dirhams, right?" And less than a year. Wow. So it kind of depends what's happening, right? I'll give an example. So now you have Fantastic Four that's about to come out.
Yeah.
So if someone like you would come and tell me, "Rash, I want to buy," I'll tell you, look at all the Fantastic Four comics I have outside.
Yeah.
Pick them up. They're 50 dirhams, 100 dirhams, because we don't know what's going to happen next. But one of those books, if the storyline is, we haven't seen Fantastic Four, it's coming out tomorrow, by the way. If that gets put in the book, your book skyrockets.
Really, huh?
Yeah. So what happened was in Marvel, in the 80s, they went bankrupt, right? So they sold the rights of Spider-Man to Sony.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And you know for how much? $2 million. I heard Marvel just made a bid for $3 billion to buy back, and Sony refused. But they own the rights to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why they did Iron Man. They sold the rights to Fantastic Four and X-Men to Universal.
Yeah.
To Fox, and Hulk to Universal. So so Marvel just bought back everything from Fox.
Yeah.
So now they own Fantastic Four. You heard it here first. X-Men and anything in that Deadpool and all that stuff, buy everything that you can see. Now my thing is, outside I have books which I have bought for $1, so I'm selling them now for 40 dirhams. For me, I wanted to go to a good house, right?
Yeah.
But imagine if one of those books is in the storyline,
Boom.
boom.
Price.
So if someone like you or me, 1,000 dirhams, entrepreneurs and stuff, they go there, they spend it in a restaurant, right?
Of course.
Imagine you spend 1,000 dirhams a year, buy random books. Tomorrow, one of the movies comes out or they announce something,
Price goes up.
skyrockets. And then you take that raw book. So I'll give an example. This is now a prelude to when they did Doctor Strange. So like this, maybe it's worth 100 dirhams, right? Oh, so 100 dirhams.
Yeah.
But graded, so when you grade the book, it gives you that authentication that it is really what they say it is.
Yeah.
And then this book graded would be probably 300 dirhams.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And if it's signed by Doctor Strange and the creator, it'll be worth 5,000 dirhams.
Yeah.
And if you had Stan Lee's signature on this, it'll be, you understand?
Yeah.
It all depends on
what you can get.
Exactly.
And in terms of what it's a hit or a miss, sounds like.
You're not into comic book collecting, right?
No.
So this is a gift from me to you. This is signed by Ray Porter. Okay, the guy who played Darkseid.
Seriously?
That's your first. Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. Guys, I just got a first. This is gonna be my first. I'm actually gonna put it up in my office.
Okay.
Because I think it's really cool.
It's signed by Ray Porter.
Wow. When is this from? 1982.
Yeah.
So guys, this is gonna be my first comic in my collection. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm actually gonna put this up in my office. I think it's so cool. And it's actually from 1982. That's even before I was born.
Wow.
That's 7 years before I was born. I was born in 89. Right?
Yeah.
Wow, man. This is.
But you see, Farooq, what I just did is, right?
What?
I created a new collector.
That's true.
You understand? So,
That's true.
So now you'll go back, you look at this, and you'll call me. I'm telling you, Rashid, do you have anything? Okay, I have a budget for like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 dirhams. Can I invest in something? I'll tell you, yeah. Go buy anything Fantastic Four. Buy anything X-Men. Buy anything Wolverine. Buy anything Deadpool. Buy anything which Marvel has just bought back. Because that is going to skyrocket.
Really?
Right? Marvel kind of sold everything that they owned in the 80s because they were going bankrupt. Spider-Man, they sold to Sony. They just tried to buy this back for 3-point-something billion. Sony said no.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
Oh, that's a great investment.
Yeah. That is
Sony.
Yeah. Fantastic Four, X-Men, Deadpool, X-Factor was sold to Fox. And then Universal still owns Hulk. They still not sold it back to Marvel.
Wow.
So you can imagine anything you get of this sort, Farooq has advice from me to you and everybody else, buy it. Because you never know. It'll skyrocket and then you are now a
millionaire and a collector.
Yes, exactly.
No, but first of all, before we move on to the advice, I want to ask you. I've heard, of course, you guys have done the
stuff with Marvel,
collaboration with Marvel,
my partners. Yeah,
I've also heard you've done a collaboration with DC.
Okay, what is your favorite superhero in DC? Batman, Superman, or Wonder Woman?
Batman.
Judy, can you get me the Arabic and the English copies? By the way, we are one of the only people that with our partners through FOMO that do printing in Arabic.
Really?
Yeah.
For the comic books?
Get me the Batman copies of Batman Arabic and in English. Both. So here. So we have...
Wow.
This is what it is. This is Batman in English, by the way.
So you guys...
Well, we are part of it, but we are probably the only company in the world that DC has allowed.
Yeah.
So this is a reprint of Absolute Batman.
Okay.
That's me.
That's you in the comic book. Guys,
Our ad is there.
Dr. Rashid,
And
right over here.
And obviously you have Steve Aoki.
Oh, yeah, Steve Aoki.
Rick Fox, 3-time World NBA champion with Lakers.
Wow.
The guy who plays Sanji, who plays Killua.
That is really
this
cool.
This is an ad for us in DC. So listen, I'm going to sign these for you. And then I'm going to...
My collection's getting bigger.
And I'll make them one-of-ones. It might not be worth too much today, but in the future, for sure. It'll be a one-of-one because I'm not very good at drawing, but I'll do my best.
I'm going to hold this one close and dear to my heart.
Okay, so this is... I'm writing one-of-one now.
Wow.
And hold on. Please, Farooq, don't mind my drawing. But trust me, someday this is going to be worth a lot of money.
It's better than mine.
Okay. And guess what? We will authenticate it for you now.
Wow.
So then when you check on this, it'll tell you signed by Dr. Rashid on so-and-so date, blah, 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 on blockchain.
There you go.
That's how it works, right?
Piece of history right here, guys.
So why don't you go and authenticate and bring it back so we can show them what it looks like until I do the other one.
Wow.
Is that right?
That's right. Farooq.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Rashid.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. And before we end this video, I'm sure a lot of guys that are watching this are probably new collectors or young collectors.
Right.
So give us one piece of advice for those guys that are watching on how they can build their collection, hopefully someday to be valued as much as yours is.
So look, when a person asks me for help, I ask them basically two questions. First thing is, what's your budget? So don't tell me I have open budget because that's not true. I also have a budget. Everyone has a budget. Second thing is long-term or short-term.
Yeah.
So if you tell me long-term, I can advise you to buy long-term. Short-term, advise you to buy short-term. But like I said, always buy twos of everything.
Okay.
One you keep for yourself.
Yeah.
One you open, actually three. And one you keep for investment.
Yeah.
So buy comic books, older comic books. Comic books that you should buy is golden age books and silver age books, depending on the relevance of what it is. Need any advice, I'm always there to help. But if you're making, let's say, 10,000 dirhams a month, 1,000 dirhams, at least take and buy collectibles with. Buy comic books, buy watches, buy these, and keep them. Yeah. I'll give an example. Farooq, can you give me this?
This one?
Thing? Yeah. So you see, now, this today, I'll give an example. You heard it here, huh? We'll talk about it next year. This is worth about 3,500 dirhams. Wow. The 25th anniversary, right?
All right.
Next year is the 30th anniversary.
Okay.
So whoever buys this today, I have three. I'll give you an example. Come back and check in a year's time. After the 30th anniversary releases, this is going to skyrocket. You see, less than a year, you see, 25th anniversary gold box.
Yeah.
Less than a year, I'm telling you, you'll double your money. If this is less than 5,000 next year, then I don't know what I'm talking about.
You need to find out the intrinsic value of these things. You need to find out the relevance. You need to...
It's very easy nowadays. You can go on eBay, last sold, you can go on Fanatics. By the way, I was just featured on Fanatics and on Golden.
Oh, wow.
They featured the vault, by the way.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Rashid, for your lovely gifts.
You're welcome.
For your lovely hospitality.
Thank you so much.
For allowing us to, enjoy a piece of your collection.
Anytime.
$3 million, guys. This is worth a lot. And more than the money, and growing. More than the money, I think it's more about the passion that you bring,
right?
With all of this, the knowledge, the passion. And I think, you're really adding to the culture, especially in the Emirates. Bringing new things on board, bringing the Arabic, comic books, all of this, blockchain,
crypto. You could buy stuff with us from crypto.
And some of the biggest events in the region are being held by Dr. Rashid and, of course, his team over here that helps to arrange all of these, festivals for promoting culture in the city, in the country, and, of course, in the
all
region.
this is only possible, Farooq, because, alhamdulillah, our rulers and the position they've put us in, it's one of the most... It is probably the most secure city in the world and the most secure country in this world. So His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, they are blessings to us,
Of course, 100%.
To us, locals and expatriates. And expatriates never feel like expatriates. This is your house, right?
We never do. Last night I was reading Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid's
Mashallah.
book. One of his books. I read all his books,
Mashallah.
but I just bought another one on happiness and positivity.
Mashallah.
So his new book. And I was reading excerpts from that, and I was actually taking pictures of it and sending it to on my family group.
Mashallah.
Just things that Sheikh Mohammed Rashid has said. I was literally, this last night. It'll be somewhere right over here on my pictures. You see this? I was taking pictures of Sheikh Mohammed Rashid's book. Last night, he was talking about why his father, Sheikh Rashid, His Highness Sheikh Rashid decided to make World Trade Center in this location, and how he had the vision for the city, where he said, my father's vision was that there's going to be all skyscrapers along the city. And I'm like, oh, think about it. This is back when this was just a desert.
You see, Farooq, this is what I try to explain to people. Now the leadership, mashallah, the upcoming leadership as well, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Muhammad bin Zayed and His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Muhammad bin Rashid and Sheikh Maktoum, his brother, and all the other crown princes and rulers, they give you an opportunity to do what you want. Like, look at me. I'm sitting here doing collectibles and stuff. It is by Allah's grace, God's grace, and because of the way the rulers have made it possible for us and expatriates to come and call this their home.
Look at us. I'm a Dubai born and bred kid. For me, it's thanks to them that I have been given an opportunity today to be making money, owning a company, owning so much, alhamdulillah, by the grace of God and by the opportunity that they have created.
Yes, by the rulers, alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. That's the reason I have accomplished this dream, which I started when I was 9 years old as a kid.
Wow.
So, other than then, I wouldn't be and doing what I'm doing today by God's grace and their grace and their ability that they have done for us. Alhamdulillah, we live in the safest country and the safest city in the world.
That is true.
Thank you so much for your time and coming over, brother.
Thank you, Dr. Rashid Al Farooq. Guys, make sure to check him out on socials. I'll make sure to add him on the description below, and let us know in the comment section below about what you guys think. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask, and hopefully we'll see you again for another great vlog.
Thank you.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.